Today's conversation starts off by sharing an unexpected twist in the story of a coin many of us have handled over the years, a coin that might have quietly sat in your pocket or been tucked away in a drawer, yet carries a secret history that can spark intrigue among even the most seasoned collectors. We're talking about the 1961 US. One penny, a coin whose familiar face masks a fascinating past, subtle design intricacies, and that elusive quality that transforms a common piece into a collector's gem. The 1961 penny is steeped in history, emerging at a time when America was riding the waves of post-war optimism and renewal. This coin, part of the Lincoln cent series initiated in 1909, stands as a testament to both tradition and evolution. Its obverse features the timeless portrait of President Lincoln, a tribute to his enduring legacy, while the reverse proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, a design that had been carefully refined over decades to capture both dignity and simplicity. For many collectors, the story of how this penny came into being is as intriguing as the coin itself. Minted during a period of significant economic and social change, the 1961 penny embodies a blend of industrial precision and the subtle art of engraving that defined American coinage in the mid-20th century. While the vast majority of 1961 pennies circulated widely, it is those subtle variations and occasional minting errors that truly set certain specimens apart. Among experienced collectors, whispers of a rare double die or slight misstrikes have long fueled debates at coin shows and in private collections. Even though a typical 1961 penny might be easy to come by, it is the elusive error varieties, those coins where the die accidentally imprinted the design twice or where the alignment veered just enough to create a unique mark, that command the attention of experts. These error coins, often discovered by meticulous graders or seasoned collectors who know where to look, are celebrated not just for their rarity, but for the serendipity that led to their creation. The design itself is a masterclass in balance and subtlety. On the front, Lincoln's profile, rendered with soft yet defined contours, carries an expression that has inspired countless debates about its character and authenticity. Over on the back, the Lincoln Memorial, with its almost architectural symmetry, invites a closer look. To the untrained eye, every 1961 penny might seem identical, but for the astute observer, tiny variations in the lettering, the fineness of the strike, or even a slight variation in the depth of the engraving can signal a coin that's far from ordinary. It's these minute details that elevate the 1961 penny from a mere piece of currency to an artifact of numismatic artistry. Auction records in recent years have offered a glimpse into the potential market value of these coins, particularly the error varieties and specimens in impeccable condition. While a standard circulated 1961 penny might only fetch its face value or a modest premium among collectors, those rare pieces in mint state, especially those graded in high-quality conditions such as MS65 or above, can command impressive sums. There have been instances where a 1961 penny, boasting a unique error and preserved in pristine condition, has achieved sale prices in the range of several $100s. Even though the market for these coins can be somewhat unpredictable, with fluctuations tied to broader economic trends and shifts in collector interest, the underlying sentiment remains strong. Rarity and condition matter immensely. One particularly captivating story circulating in numismatic circles involves a collector who discovered a 1961 penny tucked away in an old box of forgotten treasures. Initially, it seemed like just another example of a common coin. However, upon closer inspection by a seasoned expert, it turned out that this very specimen bore a rare misstrike that had only been documented a handful of times. This unexpected discovery not only bolstered the collector's portfolio but also ignited passionate discussions about the role of luck and expertise in uncovering hidden gems among familiar coins. Stories like this underscore the unpredictable nature of coin collecting, where history, art, and chance come together in the palm of your hand. Another facet that adds to the allure of the 1961 penny is how condition dramatically influences its value. In the world of numismatics, condition is king. A penny that has journeyed through countless transactions, bearing the wear and tear of everyday handling, often loses much of its collectible charm. Conversely, a coin that has been carefully preserved in mint state or near mint condition becomes a prized possession among collectors. Grading services can help assign a numerical value to a coin's condition, and it's not unusual for a high-grade 1961 penny to be valued at a premium. In some cases, coins that might have been dismissed as mere pocket change can transform into valuable collectibles simply by virtue of their survival in near-perfect condition, a testament to the enduring appeal of well-preserved currency. Beyond the technical aspects and market metrics, there's a rich human element to these coins. The 1961 penny carries with it stories of everyday Americans, of transactions that helped shape lives, and of the subtle artistry involved in its production. It's a coin that, in many ways, reflects the spirit of its era, a time when craftsmanship was revered and every piece of currency had a story to tell. For those who have spent years developing an appreciation for the nuances of coin collecting, the 1961 penny is a reminder that value isn't solely measured by monetary worth. It's about the shared history, the artistry, and the occasional stroke of serendipity that transforms a common coin into something truly extraordinary. Collectors know that even the slightest imperfection or variation can turn a routine find into a centerpiece of a collection. This aspect of rarity, whether through an unusual strike, a misaligned design, or even minor die variations, makes the 1961 penny an exciting subject of study and discussion. Every coin tells a story of the minting process, of the machinery, the human oversight, and sometimes, of the small errors that make each coin unique. This duality, between mass production and individual uniqueness, is what keeps the world of numismatics vibrant and full of surprises. Even within the realm of error coins, the 1961 penny holds its own unique place. While many error coins come to market with fanfare, this coin's error types are often subtle, requiring a discerning eye to spot the differences. Experienced collectors relish these challenges, knowing that the pursuit of perfection in a world where imperfections can add value is a rewarding endeavor. Whether it's the discovery of a barely perceptible doubling on the reverse or an off-center strike that hints at a rare production anomaly, each error variant enriches the story of the coin. This journey through the history, design, and market dynamics of the 1961 U.S. One penny reveals a narrative far more intricate than one might expect from a piece of everyday currency. It is a narrative that weaves together elements of art, history, and pure chance, a narrative that resonates with collectors who appreciate not only the monetary value but also the rich tapestry of stories embedded in each coin. In discussing its historical background, the minute details that distinguish it, and the varied impacts of its condition on market value, we see that even a coin as seemingly humble as the 1961 penny can hold a mirror to the broader currents of American history and craftsmanship. By understanding the layers behind the 1961 penny, from its minting origins to the stories that accompany it in auctions and private collections alike, one gains an appreciation for the delicate balance between mass production and singularity. This coin, in its ordinary appearance, is anything but ordinary when examined with the eyes of an experienced collector. It is a reminder that sometimes the most unassuming objects carry within them an echo of the past, a quiet testament to the enduring legacy of a nation's history and the artistry that continues to captivate those who take the time to look closely. As we wrap up this segment, it's clear that the 1961 U.S. one penny isn't just a piece of metal struck by machinery. It's a small yet potent symbol of American heritage, carrying with it nuances that can transform it into a coveted piece for any dedicated collection. Whether it's the rare errors that occasionally surface, the impact of its preserved condition, or the simple beauty of its design, this coin invites us to reconsider what we often take for granted. It challenges us to see beyond the surface and recognize the fascinating details that make it a rare and valuable find. Following that fascinating look at the 1961 penny, let's shift focus to another noteworthy piece from a similar era, the 1964 U.S. one penny. This coin carries its own remarkable narrative, one that blends subtle design refinements with intriguing production stories, drawing collectors into a layered historical tapestry. The 1964 penny emerged during a period when the U.S. Mint was balancing legacy practices with new innovations. Much like its predecessor, the coin features President Lincoln's dignified profile on the obverse, a familiar image that has long resonated with collectors. However, the 1964 version marks a slight evolution in the design, where subtle changes in the die work and a refined finish hint at the Mint's efforts to improve production quality. This coin was produced in an era when efficiency and uniformity were becoming ever more important, yet a few rare variations managed to slip through the rigorous quality controls, giving today's collectors a reason to celebrate its imperfections. There's an interesting historical context behind the 1964 penny as well. Coming off the heels of a decade filled with dramatic cultural and economic shifts, The mint was under considerable pressure to meet rising demands while preserving the integrity of its designs. The 1964 coin not only reflects those practical concerns, but also stands as a quiet reminder of the period's technological advancements in minting. With modern machinery gradually replacing older methods, the coins of this era encapsulate both the art and the industrial efficiency of mid-century America. Collectors appreciate this duality, the blend of traditional iconography with emerging production techniques, making the 1964 penny a prized specimen for those who value the nuanced interplay between history and craftsmanship. In terms of identifying features, the 1964 penny is subtle but distinctive. On a close look, one notices that the lettering on the reverse, which still features the Lincoln Memorial, is rendered with a slightly crisper edge than earlier versions. This improvement was part of the mint's efforts to standardize and enhance the visual appeal of the coin, yet it also introduced minor deviations that can indicate a rare variety. For instance, some specimens show a slight misalignment in the design elements, a deviation that, while not glaringly obvious, can significantly boost the coin's value in high-grade condition. These nuances are precisely what experienced collectors treasure, as they serve as a testament to the mint's evolving processes and the occasional human or mechanical hiccup that resulted in a unique coin. Auction records have reflected a growing appreciation for the 1964 penny, particularly those that fall into the error category or have been preserved in exceptional condition. In today's market, a standard circulated 1964 penny might still only be worth its face value to the casual observer, but those with error variants or specimens graded in pristine condition, say MS65 or better, can command premiums well into the higher ranges. There have been notable auction sales where a rare 1964 error specimen fetched several $100s, underlining how the coin's subtle imperfections, when combined with excellent preservation, can significantly enhance its desirability. Collectors often compare these sales with those of other error coins, noting that even slight deviations from the norm create a narrative of rarity and uniqueness that elevates the coin beyond its original purpose point. One of the more captivating anecdotes about the 1964 penny involves a veteran collector who, while sifting through a large cache of coins inherited from a family member, discovered one specimen with a minor but distinct off-center strike. This coin, which might have been easily overlooked by someone unfamiliar with the fine details of minting errors, turned out to be one of the few documented cases in that production run. The collector's story quickly spread in numismatic circles, serving as both a reminder of the serendipity inherent in coin collecting and a case study in the importance of a trained eye. Such stories contribute to the coin's mystique, transforming it from a mere piece of metal into a narrative of chance, expertise, and the unpredictable nature of mass production. Beyond these error specimens, the overall condition of the 1964 penny plays a crucial role in its valuation. Just like its predecessor, coins that have remained in near-mint condition over the decades are highly coveted. The grading process for these coins is meticulous, as even slight scratches or discoloration can affect the final assessment. A 1964 penny in uncirculated or mint state condition can be a centerpiece in a collection, representing not only the technological and artistic efforts of the era, but also the collector's own commitment to preserving history. In contrast, coins that have experienced significant wear are often relegated to the lower end of the value spectrum, underscoring the age-old adage in numismatics that condition is paramount. Another interesting element is the interplay between the mass production of the era and the rarity of unique specimens. The mint's goal was uniformity, yet every so often, the machinery or the process would yield a coin that deviated from the norm, whether through a double strike, off-center design, or a barely noticeable shift in the pattern. These anomalies, although rare, are highly sought after by those who appreciate the art of imperfection. They highlight the unpredictable outcomes that occur when industrial processes meet human craftsmanship. The 1964 penny thus stands as a symbol of that delicate balance, inviting collectors to explore not just the coin's physical characteristics, but also the broader story of its creation. The narrative of the 1964 penny is also enriched by its cultural context. This was a time when American society was undergoing rapid change, and even something as everyday as a coin began to embody the spirit of progress and innovation. The design improvements and subtle alterations in the 1964 penny reflect a broader movement toward modernization that swept across the nation. For collectors, this aspect adds another layer of depth, connecting the coin to the transformative events of the time. It's a tangible piece of history that can evoke memories of a bygone era, reminding us of the evolving aesthetics and technological advancements that have defined American coinage over the decades. Furthermore, the discussion around condition-based value variations in the 1964 penny is both technical and deeply personal for many collectors. Those who have dedicated themselves to the art of grading can often pinpoint the exact moment when a coin's quality began to distinguish it from its peers. Whether it's the crispness of the strike, the clarity of the details on the Lincoln Memorial, or the overall luster of the coin's surface, every factor contributes to its final valuation. High-grade specimens that have been meticulously preserved are not just collectibles. They are cherished artifacts that capture a moment in time. And as with any collectible, the rarity of a near-perfect 1964 penny can lead to passionate bidding wars at auctions, where enthusiasts are willing to pay top dollar for a piece that embodies both history and perfection. A final point of interest for many in the collecting community is how the 1964 penny serves as a bridge between eras. It represents the culmination of a long-standing tradition in U.S. coinage, yet it also hints at the changes that would come with future designs and technologies. This duality makes it a favorite among collectors who appreciate the continuum of history. Each coin tells a story not only of its own production, but also of the shifting landscapes in minting technology and artistic expression. It's this blend of past and present that lends the 1964 penny its unique charm, a reminder that even a coin produced with modern techniques can hold a treasure trove of historical significance and unexpected variations. Looking at the broader picture, the 1964 U.S. one penny stands out as an emblem of subtle innovation and the delicate interplay between precision and chance. For those who have spent years building their collections, it offers both a familiar comfort and a fresh challenge. Whether through its minor misalignments that speak of production quirks or its enhanced details that signal a new era of minting, the coin continues to captivate and surprise. Its story is a vivid illustration of how every piece of currency, regardless of its face value, can evolve into a coveted collector's item when examined with care and passion. In summary, the 1964 penny not only enriches the historical tapestry of American coinage, but also serves as a testament to the fine line between mass production and individual rarity. With its refined design elements, occasional minting errors, and condition-based value variations, this coin encapsulates a period of transformation and subtle artistry. Reflecting on both coins, we see how each one, despite originating from a similar series, carries its own distinct character and history. The journey through the details of the 1964 U.S. one penny reveals not only the intricacies of its production, but also the cultural and historical context that elevates it beyond mere currency. It stands as a testament to the craftsmanship of its time and continues to invite both admiration and rigorous study from those who cherish the art of coin collecting.